We're gonna start right into this strong. I want you guys to just close your eyes and imagine you are crawling out of a black hole. It's like a giant black hole in your head right now. And you pop out, you crawl your way out of this darkness. All of this at once. You pop out and you hear these. You hear cars, you hear all the background, the birds chirping, everything. You hear it fully. You are in the moment right now. You're in it. What do you feel right now in the present moment? You just got rebirth into something that you don't know yet. You don't know who you are, what you are. How I feel right now is peaceful. You hear the birds. You hear the traffic rolling up. Never ending. And what do you see? What do you see based on the sounds that you're experiencing right now? I see giant buildings. I see people walking. Well, I don't know about the people right now. So giants walking. Giant ass buildings everywhere. Windows, different colors. The white in the clouds to the grays and the blacks of the ground to the brown brick buildings, yellow school buses, or taxis. You look down and you realize that you have hairy hands, 8 legs, maybe 6, but you realize you're a fly. I'm a fly. I was rebirthed as a fly. I tried to flutter my wings. It feels so weird on my back. On my shoulder blades. What do you smell as a fly? What do you think you smell as a fly? I smell the fresh air to the rotten tomato down the road and the rotten tomato that you're in right now. What do you smell? Do you smell the ice cream that's melting the sugars? I'm hungry. Are you hungry? Do you experience hunger right now? I see you just magically got rebirthed as a fly. Keep your eyes closed and just imagine you trying to lift off little by little. You attempt to get a little bit higher until you finally experience flight for the first time in 30 minutes. How do you feel right there? Right then. That was a real honk. It's like 5 times in a row. How do you feel? Excited? Meh? Do you feel proud? As I'm buzzing away, I see some ice cream on the floor that you just saw a kid just drop. Or a small little giant. You're so hungry and it smelled so sweet. You just flew right down until you took the sweetness of the sugars into your mouth. Or whatever you personally see in this imagination. But you taste everything. I taste the sugars. I taste the calories. The chocolate chips. Tastes so good. But what do I see? A shoe with an even bigger giant. Doesn't even care what is going on in the world. Doesn't care about you. I just see this giant coming. I just flew away. I flew into an alley. A little alleyway right next to the ice cream stand that you just had your first dinner. You never know when it's your last dinner. But as I flew in this dark alley, you smell and see all the dark tones, all the shade, the shadows, and you smell the rotten bread, the rotten meat. I'm overwhelmed. So I fly straight up until I found a ledge. A ledge. It was cold. And it was warm all at the same time. What does your ledge feel like? When you're on top of the post office, a school, a skyscraper. It could even be the same ice cream stand, hot dog stand that you just eat from. Whatever you feel that represents you, what represents me, is as a rebirth fly. I feel like a school ledge would be perfect. Because you're learning. I'm learning. We are all learning. What is to be the brand new you? This your fly, my fly. As you listen to the noises that you're familiar with for the past hour or so, you finally calm down. Instead of hearing all of the loud noises, you hear it. one last time for a couple seconds. Let's listen in the present time about all these noises, everything that you have been listening to. So loud, so overbearing. It takes your voice, it takes your thoughts. As, as you calm down, you slowly hear it drift away to a nice steady sound that you can manage. Less stressful, less paranoid, but will always be there. And you realize that as I see the school buses line up to pick up these little giants, to the parents of the little giants to big giants. You see them go in their little well, in this case, since you're a fly, since we're all flies, they're not little cars, but it's great big cars. Two medium cars going about their day. Blue cars, gray cars, yellow cars, orange cars, all these cars, vehicles, bikes. You hear the trains, you see the trains in the distance. These massive buildings that shadows appear in. They're clear, but some are covered. I don't know with what. What are they covered with? Why are they covered? I'm gonna call these weird shapes and these massive buildings, or small buildings, windows. Why are some windows covered? Why are some open, dark, bright? You see little TVs and there was little pictures. I'm gonna fly. I'm gonna fly wherever I desire. I'm full. And as I'm flying around, full, content, I want to do something. I want something more. So you're on the main road. There's shops, bakeries, butcher shops, Starbies, everything. Everything that you smell, see, taste, feel, it's all there. As you zoom down the main road, as you avoid people walking, these giants, you feel the changes in the air as the cars go by. Everything gets a little bit louder the closer you get. But then you start smelling something really good. As you fly to the sweet or sour smell, you start to wonder, are we the only one of our kind? Are we alone in the world? Not as an aliens, or foreign. But are we the only flies in this area? The smell is getting so strong, so good. You're getting closer and closer. You see other beings getting attracted to it, attracted to the smell. You see them in groups, you see them by themselves. You couldn't, I can't make out what they are. Are they more of us? Or are they different? I'm scared. I'm very antisocial. Until I see a fellow fly. A fellow fly. Just one. I just followed this fly. You hear him mumbling to himself. Just talking. Buzz, 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 buzz. Just buzzing around, singing. And then you realize it's okay, it's safe. He's buzzing along, happy, joy. Or maybe he's even just sad or singing because that's what he wants to. Whoever happens, happens. At least you're not the only one that will die, get bullied, or whatever it may be. Everything negative. You're not the only one now. As you get closer, you're right there. You see a giant container with millions of insects, other beings other than you, and your fly friend. They never even talked to yet. You go down, you go up, you fly zigzag, all happy or nervous. How do you feel in the scenario? Do you feel happy that you are not alone? Are you happy that you are alone, but you're comforted and content with not knowing who this other being is? The other fly. At this point, flies, more than one. Are you overwhelmed still? Do you just want to turn back and run? But you can't because of the smell that everyone wants. As you go closer, you hear a group of flies, your own kind, said, "Tony," and your fly friend went towards him. And he saw you, and he said, "It's okay." I feel comforted. I don't feel like I need to go over there. I'm okay being alone now. I got confirmation like, hey, it's okay to be uncomfortable, but that's what we all need. Your Tony, your personally Tony, could say mean things to you, as his friends call him. He can invite you over. Will you? Will you not? What do you want? How do you feel about everything? I like to feel uncomfortable at times. Just to prove to myself that I could do things and be okay if it was by myself or with other people. It's scary. But we all have our own personal Tony and our own personal being. But my personal Tony, just made me feel content as I go and eat and drink from this giant container that says a baker's dozen on it. As you hear everything, as you eat, drink, you feel content for once with other people around. All because of baker's dozen. That's what the sign says. It's right by meet and greets. Are you content? Do you feel safe? Be yourself. Talk to your inner Tony. Goodbye and good well.